Somehow in all this manifesting journey, like we're journaling, we're doing all the kinds of things but our manifestations are still not coming through, and we somehow lose interest in the same. We somehow feel, oh, not working out. So that's when these 4 rules come in. I've been reading this again. Like, I know you have been looking at me reading this for quite some time now, and after every book that I finish, by the way, these are the books I finished, and almost after every book that I finished, I picked this up again. So last night I picked it up again, and I love this book because every time I read it, there is something that I feel like, oh, I missed on it last time. And then if you can see how much I have highlighted, like I've literally highlighted all these pages because it gives such a new perspective every time I read it. And I really wanted to share this with you because I'm sure that this is gonna help you. So today what we're doing is we are talking about the 4 rules to manifest things faster, to manifest things even more in a more crispier way, and not just go round and round about it and losing interest and losing yourself in the process of like just demeaning yourself, like nothing would happen with me, and all of that thing that we keep saying to ourselves. So there are like 4 things that we need to do before we step into our manifestation journey yet again. Manifestation is nothing. In a very layman language, it is literally aligning your behavior, aligning your actions with respect to your future self. Like if I want to have 1 million subscribers tomorrow, then today I should be making content in a way that 1 million people are watching me. So that's the kind of thing that you need to do. If you want to become someone, you need to behave like that someone. Your actions, your nature, your body language, your face, your hairstyle, every single thing should behave in a way that you already are what you want to become. And somehow in all this manifesting journey, like we're journaling, we're doing all the kinds of things but our manifestations are still not coming through, and we somehow lose interest in the same. We somehow feel, oh, not working out. So that's when these 4 rules come in, and since I was just going through them last night, I really wanted to share with you as well. So rule number 1, it is mention your why. Now whenever you're trying to change your life, whenever you're trying to change your routine, whenever you're trying to change your behavior, your habits, main answer needed is to that why. Like, why am I doing all this? Like, I want to wake up early. Why? That why, the answer to that why should be so strong that every time you answer it, every time in your head you're like, this is why I'm doing this. You do this. So always writing that why right in the morning before going to sleep does help. So mention the clarity of your why. Like, if my future self demands anything, for me, I demand, like, it could be any different things for different people. For me, like, literally freedom in living the way I want to live. Like, that's the basic, like that's the core. I am literally manifesting the freedom. That freedom comes with money, that freedom comes with mindset, that freedom comes with people you surround yourself with, and a lot of things. So that why should be strong enough to get you going. Like what I just talked about is why. Now that why can be answered in 5 different ways. Like, how this why, the answer to why, how is this going to affect me energetically, spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, all these things. Like, you're actually deep into it. You're not just manifesting with the face of it, like on the surface level. You're manifesting deep into it. And that's why when you are talking about your why and how it is affecting the different areas of your life, the core aspects of your life, you're more interested in doing that. So I think that's an amazing way to manifest, to do anything. Coming on to our second rule, which is stop making excuses. Now, when I talk about excuses, me being me, I have made many wrong decisions in my life. Getting a master's degree is one of them. And I always think about it, like what got into me that I did that and blah, blah, blah. And it was just an excuse. Now that I look back, looks like first, my why was not clear. Second, I was just making excuse because I was fearful that I can't do anything else, so might as well just do it. So when I'm talking about second rule, which is stop making excuses, I realize that these excuses that we keep making, that we keep procrastinating on, I literally could have changed my life. But you do make such decisions out of fear, out of doubt, and literally they are the excuses. Those decisions are the excuses. So if I'm not waking up today, then excuse could be anything, but that is just a reflection of my fear, of my own self doubt, that agar abhi tak kuch nahi hua to aage bhi kya hoga. And I know that feeling, like that's a very harsh and sad feeling that literally just sticks with you. I understand that it has happened with me. Getting out of that feeling, I feel it's an ongoing process. You cannot be like, oh, today I'm not making an excuse, and tomorrow the feeling is gone. Like 3 days you could be good, and then 4th day it will be again like, what's the point of doing all this? Nothing ever good happens. I will not succeed, and all of those things. So I think it's an ongoing process, but always reminding yourself that my excuse is nothing but a reflection of my own fear, of my own self-doubt, and it is just me who can get me out of it. So I think that was the second reminder, very useful. It really helps you, reaching that stage where you really want to go at. I want to read something really specific to whoever is here. We must expose our excuses for what they really are, an expression of our fear and doubt. They come out to hold us back from moving forward and stepping into the power that we subconsciously feel that we are not ready for greatness. Of course, when our subconscious mind is so comfortable with whatever we are, me as a person, my subconscious mind is very much comfortable with myself. So if I'm reaching out to greatness, if I'm reaching out to my higher version, my subconscious mind just holds me back, like, what are you doing? Like, we are so comfortable here, we're so safe here. What are you doing? Where are you going? And that thing that really affects our growth, and that is nothing but our self-doubt and our fearfulness. One more thing that it says is, the next time you say to yourself, like, I am too busy, which is one of the major reasons that we do, right? We literally give that excuse to ourselves. I was busy. I couldn't get up because I was busy last night. I couldn't do the exercise because I was busy that night. Like, whenever you're giving that excuse to yourself, like, I'm busy, all you need to do is ask yourself, why am I telling myself that? Like, what am I afraid of? What would happen if I removed that excuse? And that helps. So I really liked how this point is explained in this book, and it's so beautiful to actually get deep into it and just make your subconscious, train your subconscious enough so that you can reach that version. Now we come on to the third rule. Don't give up when you're faced with challenges. On this, I again want to read something for you. One of the most common characteristics of any successful individual is their ability and willingness to persist through challenges. Challenges trigger our insecurities and test our self-worth. Now our insecurities and self-worth, it's so important. Like, for example, I will again take my example of waking up early, because I know how tough it is for everyone to wake up. Getting a hang, getting really good at what time you wake up, getting the hang of it is itself an achievement. And most people, including me, are unable to continue that. The reason is we don't feel worthy enough to do that. We are like, what's the point? And I think that's that's an indication of you're not ready for your big life yet, so you're not getting it. And I agree. So we need to behave like we are ready for it. So no matter what challenges come through, getting through the challenge, accepting the challenge first, acknowledging it, and getting through it is in itself the way to manifest the thing that we want. There's another very great line that it says, which is, challenges give us the chance to show up for ourselves, to learn something new, to build strength, knowledge, and resilience. I love this. So I think this, something like this, when you read something like this, your mind opens up to that horizon, that okay, this could be for me, this could not be for me, and it really helps you becoming the best version of yourself. Now finally there is rule number 4, which is the 5-second rule. I am 100% sure at least 90% of you already know about it. Those who don't know, this is the rule by Mel Robbins. She is a self-development coach and many more other things, and she literally invented this rule called 5-second rule. So whenever we are in our manifesting journey, we are dealing with a lot of what if, no, it's not working out, let's drop it, and all of that self-doubt and fear that we put on ourselves, all those things that happen around us. There is this one rule, which is 5-second rule, that helps us to just get through that. And that 5-second rule is, no matter what the action is, it's your chance to recite in your head 5 seconds, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And before you say that one, you are already doing that action. And trust me, it works. Like, it has worked with me so many times. Even if I have to record a video, making my face a little bit more presentable, making my hair presentable, wearing clothes that I feel good in and they look presentable as well, and all of those things. And since there's so much to do before making a video, before I hit the record, that I procrastinate into not doing it. And hence this point is so important. Like, every single time I don't feel like doing something, but I know that I cannot be dependent on my mood, rather I have to be dependent on my goal. So what I do is I just say 5, 4, 3, and by 3 I know that I'm already putting on lipstick, I'm already doing my hair, and that's a wonderful way to do the things. So I just wanted to share this with you. Like, every time, even if suppose you want to wake up early tomorrow and your alarm rings and you're just not getting up, try this rule, like 5, 4, 3, and that mental clock that you do, right? It's like an answer to yourself that, oh, I need to get up, I need to change my life, I need to manifest this in my life, I need to improve my life, I need to meet the best version of myself that already exists. I'm just yet to meet him. And life gets easier, and you are near to your manifestation, and it all just comes so naturally to you that you just feel amazed. Oh, that happened. I have literally manifested so many things in my life, and some manifestations were quick, some were very slow, but at the end of it, every time it felt like a miracle. Like, it happened. Oh, that's nice. That's so cool. It happened. Who made it happen? It's you. It's your subconscious, your actions. The books you read help a lot. One last thing before we go. This says, I'll say this again, magic happens outside your comfort zone. And I think that's where I want to end this video. I really hope this helped. Because these few things have helped myself a lot, and rereading them yesterday night just filled me up with a lot more motivation than usual. So I want you also to feel motivated enough and get those challenges, just challenge the challenges, that it's okay, I'll take care of it, and let the universe take care of it. Surrender to it. Do the things that are in your control. Just let go of the things that aren't in your control, and just be clear in your vision, and your manifestations are going to come true. Wait for it. You do not even have to wait for it. Just live your life and see them happening. See the things you want to manifest just happening from here and there, and you'll be like, oh, great. Like, whatever you want to manifest, just do not let it find you waiting for it, or instead let it find you living already, and it's just an addition to your life. Like, love your life the way it is right now, and then things keep adding, and it will all be amazing. So I think that's it. I'll see you in the next video. I hope this helped, and I'll see you.